Hello, good evening, welcome back to Rangers Radio. Hearts 0, Rangers 13, 3, but out with the 10, I don't know. I join myself upstairs on the show as the one and only Big Stevie. How we doing, big man?
Happy as a pig amongst you know what. Absolutely fantastic performance tonight with Rangers.
Oh, mate, it was just everything. I mean, I don't think it was a bad man in the park. Everybody played well. How we only scored 3 goals is a complaint. We had goals chopped off, all right. VAR showed a couple and were offside. They were all still good moves. We missed chances. The ball ricocheted off the goal when they saved it. We hit the woodwork a couple of times. You know, just the best performance of the season, Stephen.
Oh, 100%. And what you forgot to mention too is the Hearts keeper is Xander Clark. 3 great saves. Three real good saves. One he touched out of the bar for big goals from Cedar and one for Sakala. I can't remember what the other one was, but 3 great saves in that game. No, it could another 3.
I've got to be honest, Steve, it should have been double figures.
Oh, easy. Do you know what was frustrating me, Ox? I'm going like that. We are playing absolutely, but we need to get more goal. I said, they've just went up the park. McGregor's made a save, and they weren't even in the game. It was like the Blue Brazil the other night. It was absolutely brilliant. And what did I say at the start of the game? I know the managers want him to link up, but he's got to go on the goal sheet. And he's done that tonight. The wee man's done that, but he needs to learn to look along that line. Just wee silly things he should be looking along that line, man.
They're gambling when they're playing up there, but I think what's happened is VAR has changed the position, Stevie. So you're going to have to be, instead of gambling half a yard offside and see it goes your way, you've got to make sure you're onside if you've got to get the finish. It's a slight mindset of changing the position that people need to get used to. I'm being kind there, I know. The first one he should have seen along the line and seen it, but it's just VAR's changed it. I mean, he's seen the one when Sakala got choked off when Alfie was offside. People will say it's lazy play, but he's playing the way he's always played, but VAR's changed the game, mate.
He needs to get back. He needs to go on. But listen, I said it tonight again, the earlier on show, the show before we came on. We need to get that ball moving quick. We need to get that ball moving a lot faster. And we've done that. And we're a different team when we do that, Ox. We really are. We're different to deal. I thought Malik Tillman is absolutely tremendous. See his touches, his football brain. And there you are again. Glenn Kamara. What a different player again when he makes that run forward. When he goes forward. What a different player.
You've seen that in the second half, mate, you know. When he burst forward. I mean, I'm not disappointed me, but I'll be critical here. It took us about 30 seconds to get started, Stevie.
Listen, I'm going to ask you the $1 million question. Who's your man of the match tonight?
I think the best football player on the pitch tonight was Glenn Kamara.
Aye, it's...
But you could have picked Golson. I thought had an excellent first half. Sakala, if he'd have put some of the chances away and got the goals, he would have won it. But yeah, because he done everything but score the goals. But Glenn Kamara was the best football player in my opinion on show tonight.
Well, if I've got one I've only got one moan about that Rangers team tonight. I thought it's the best performance I've seen in a while. Is their choice making. When they pass it, they should be shooting, and when they should be shooting, they should be passing it. Some of their choice making at times leaves me fucking scratching my head, Ox. It really does. And I hope they get that. I hope they kind of play that back and they see themselves. But listen, I'm not going to. That's only one wee negative. I thought Rangers very professional. We out there get the job done, and a few players get a run out and all. I thought when Cantwell and that came on, they were good as well, mate.
I must admit, Stevie, I enjoyed Cantwell. His cameo tonight, I enjoyed it, mate.
Aye, just strolls it, didn't he? Just strolling it. They kept fouling the boy, you know. He just kept getting by him and just kept pulling him down, no.
I'm hearing whispers hot off the press that Raskin's hard for the transfer because did you think he'll get in the team?
Well, he can certainly join us at Rangers Radio. It's up himself.
But Stevie, the back four, they never broke sweat, and I thought that Davis and Golson were excellent. Obviously, McGregor made that one save. Bonner going forward tonight was, he was heavily involved and he was putting decent balls in. Tav showed his engine. Golson in the second half, Stevie, when they appealed for a penalty, never hurt his on, and he made that run up the park. What a goal that would have been!
Yep, and then corner kick. That's what I'm saying. Biggs under park. What a save! Golson tried a wee looking header right over him, and he touched it early bar. Listen, I can't believe how that was sold 3-0. That's unbelievable. Unbelievable. Absolutely crazy stuff. And honestly, I don't think there was a bad Rangers player in the part. The defence just so comfortable, didn't he? Ben Davis, I know at times when he had to step in, he was there to clear his lines.
Keeps it simple, Stevie. Keeps it simple.
Keeps it simple. Bangs it right out the park. That's what you do. And they all looked. And by the way, I take my glasses off and rub my eyes. Did I see Alan McGregor come out for a ball at 6 airports tonight? Is there 2 moons out there? Oh, unreal, man. Absolutely fantastic performance. And I love to see our manager coming out there at the end and going to that away support. And by the way, 10 out of 10 for them tonight. I know they sang the whole way through that game from start to finish. And they're brilliant. The day is all proud. Magic.
Right, okay. It's... I'm sure we'll get to some of the game tonight, but we'll be talking about it tomorrow night because it was a great performance. But we'll get the phone lines open, mate.
I get the bells in. Now, listen. See, before you even press that button to let these guys in, there can't be anything that can pick the bones out of the other night. The team from start to finish played well.
Well, there was another complaint. I've got another complaint.
No way.
Aye, I've got another complaint. I noticed that Scott Wright's socks were in the uniform. One was slightly higher. I felt he let himself down badly there.
Well, I'm going to ask you a question. I think he touched the ball twice.
He made a good run. He came across and made a good run.
Aye.
I think it was, I can't remember, maybe Kamara. There was that many incidents, mate. I gave up. I needed a toilet roll for a notepad.
Listen, I thought the Bears were great tonight. No, they done a professional job on Hearts. The speed and the ball, they got that ball moving. That was the main thing for me, Ox. I said it before the show, the pre-match show. Get that ball moving and let's get Tora. And they've done that, mate. They were outstanding. See that boy Tillman, man. What a brain that boy's got. What a football brain
he's got and all. He's getting better. I'll tell you what, and I've got to give credit to Hearts, right? They were well beat and they could have been beat by double figures, mate. But at least they try to go out and play a game of football.
Yeah. Aye, they did do that. I mean, look, Shankland, he was getting deeper and deeper. He was having to come away back, because the Rangers were playing.
Is he getting in our team, Stevie? I don't think so.
Who would drop him? Who you drop to put him in? Look, it is what it is. The boy's a blue nose. I hope he does well, but I think he's probably reaching his peak with Hearts. You know what I mean? I think that's his team. I know people might disagree with that, but as I said, when you look at that game tonight, wow, who you trapping to put him in? Anyway.
Right, you ready? Let's hear from you.
Why don't you give us a call on 0141 356 1972. It's your show, it's your platform. Let's hear from you.
Well, we've won the night, so that's a few people no phoning in, right? So, because we've won. Well, who will we go? Who do you think will be first, Stevie? I think it'll be my Rangers.
Oh, me, Robert. Yes, he's one of my favourites. Robert's one of my...
You're one of his favourites, actually.
Oh, well, I've heard that rumour. Well, we can tell me if he comes on tonight. But can I just say something about Robert?
Wait a minute. Hot off the press. We've been joined by the Biggin himself, Big Southside, on his way back for the game. Evening, Biggin.
All right. Talk about favourites. What's going on here? I hear Robert getting mentioned. Hey, you, Biggin. What a performance, innit?
Best performance of the season. Yeah.
Aye, it was great, mate. Absolutely great. Absolutely brilliant. Bears all left the stadium happy.
Can I ask you a question?
Aye, ask me.
Did you miss me?
Oh, I missed you, mate. I did. I certainly did. I missed you that much. I went and stood at the pie stall for 5 minutes, just then left again.
I'm hearing rumours Southside that Ambudge gutted. Our team was beat. There was thousands of empty seats, and you had to send back dozens and dozens of pies.
These are cruel. These really are. These are cruel.
Top performance tonight, must admit. He's got the team playing. It's amazing when you sign another midfielder how Lundstrom starts running about the park.
Aye, Lundstrom had an excellent game, mate. An excellent game.
Aye, him and Kamara. Thought Kamara was good,
Kamara man of the match for me, Southside.
Right, aye. It was a good team performance. Hard venue. We thought it'd be a tight game, but we made it easy.
I was disappointed. It took us 30 seconds to get started. I'm going to put you mute. I'll bring you back in. We have been joined by Robert. Right. Evening, Robert.
Evening, Ox, Stevie, and Southside. And Big Stevie, you're my favourite because you're a proper bear, and I love you for it. They're all proper bears on here, but see you, big man, you always shine through, and I love that about you, mate. So don't ever doubt that. But listen, Oxford, can I say something?
Yes,
I'm disappointed, and I'm dejected with the Rangers tonight. Do you know why? You know why? Because see that performance tonight with the Rangers, and I'm going to say this, and you can pick the bones out of it, and I'm not going to be negative at all. That was 10 out of 10 by the Glasgow Rangers tonight. 10 out of 10. Absolute outstanding. And I've got, like you said, Oxford, and it's hard to pick a man in the match. Kent, brilliant. Tillman, brilliant. Lundstrom, amazing. Glenn Kamara, 50 grand. You played like we all knew you could, Glenn Kamara tonight. A £15 million player. Outstanding. And I'm going to give a special mention to wee Buffalo, who I've criticised. I've criticised him, and I thought he was outstanding tonight. Outstanding. And well done, the Glasgow Rangers. And that's what makes me 57 years of my life being proud to be a blue nose and a bear. That's what I love about the Rangers. That the night is the Rangers. That's the real Rangers.
Must be that high kill. They don't count the years they went to school, Stevie. Listen, Robert, you're right. It was a great team performance, and people could come on with different manager matches. You could have gave it to Lundstrom. You could have gave it to Sakala if he got a few goals. You could have gave it to Tillman for his first half performance. You could have gave it to Buff because he got 2 to 3 goals. You know, for me, Glenn Kamara just made everything happen. Got involved.
Yeah. And also, can I ask you something? See the night watching that game, and we don't want to look back at the past. It's all about the future now. But did you know see a Steven Gerrard and a Michael Beale performance here? The way we did in Europe when we played. I remember in Europe, I can't remember the team we played. I think it was a Polish team, and they said Rangers stuffed the life out of them for 90 minutes. They couldn't get a breath.
I've got a question for you, Robert. I've got a question for you.
Right.
And Stevie can chip in after that, and Southside as well. Why do we look so fit? When we didn't look so fit.
Well done. To look at Tavernier, look at Kamara, look at Lundstrom. Yes, but you know what? You know why we look so fit, Oxford? Because Michael Beale's getting his point across, and this is what we're all. See, us Rangers fans, we criticise, and we do it 5 nights a week on Rangers Radio. We all come on here and we criticise, because we only want the best for our team. But you know what? I'm glad you brought that point up there, pal, because see the night, that's the fittest Rangers team I've seen all season. That's the fittest team I've seen Rangers since they played the Mankey Mob, the semi-final, the Scottish Cup final, and they had to go 120 minutes and win the game. That's the fittest Rangers team I've seen since when we didn't start very good, but we came on to a game, and if Frank Kent had only put that ball away, these players would all be legends. Every one of these players would be legends. a penalty kick away from winning that trophy. So, well, and I'm going to say it. See that team, the Night Hawks, I know they've not been playing great all season. We all know that, right? But see that performance tonight, not one Rangers fan can come on here and criticise that. No. And I know we get 4 goals that were chopped off and we could have done this, we could have done that. But not one Rangers fan can criticise that team tonight. Magnificent.
Stevie, then we'll go to Big Southside. Oh, Stevie might be away for a snack. Southside, you still there, mate?
Aye,
are you there?
Right. Go to Southside, then we'll come back to you, Stevie. On you go, Southside.
Aye, I can see what you're saying. We're more organised, and I think we know where the patterns are play. I think they're up for it now. I think you can see there's a lot more effort coming for the team because that manager, Michael Beale, will no stand for it. So I think that's the difference as well. We were playing
as simple as that, passes. As simple as that?
It possibly is, mate. Aye. I mean, kids were doing, people weren't they happy? Some might not still be happy because they might be leaving, but at the end of the day, they've got to go there and perform, but they'll not have a jersey. And I thought Lundstrom upped his game tonight, big style, to what he's been producing, injured or no injured.
I agree, that's his best performance since the game against them. And you come, Stevie?
Can I just get back to what Robert, the Polish team was left Posman, and also what Robert was saying there, nobody can come on and criticise that performance tonight. I guarantee the phone lines will be quiet tonight because that Rangers performance tonight was totally and utterly top class. If we were rubbish, the phone lines would have been melting. Trust me, it'll be quiet tonight. And all I'm going to say is, Southside called it earlier. Lundstrom, where did Lundstrom get the legs for before he took it off?
He's also been more positive, Steve. He was running forward with the ball.
Unbelievable. The whole team tonight for me were up for it. And by the way, we talk about man of the match. I'm going to give you our manager. Our manager, we all thought that the new boys should have been playing for the start, and we were looking at it. And do you know what I liked about him? See, when that whistle went, he walked up to the 1,000 bears or whatever was there, 800, and gave them the salute and thanked him for
coming. I'm going to give a shout out to Big Southside. We gave that ticket away to that wee boy just before the kick-off.
Aye, so he did. He done that. I'll be waiting on getting off that bus.
How you doing, Ollie?
How you doing, Barry? All right?
Aye, I'm good, thanks.
You enjoy that?
Oh, that was brilliant. Aye, it was really good. I think that's been coming. It's probably one of the best performances I've seen for a good while, to be honest.
Hello.
We'll bring you back in a minute, Robert. Carry on, Barry.
Aye, so I was a couple of points I just wanted to make. Obviously, does the panel think the players coming in, the closure of the window, everybody knows what they're going to be doing, gives them an extra second wee gear, a wee bit of competition with the players coming in? I just felt as if it was just like everybody just went up a couple of gears, and it just looked as if but obviously another point was, I think as soon as a team comes out and they try and attack against us and don't sit back, we'll destroy them, especially in the league.
I think we said that, mate. I'll take that first, then I'll take it to Southside. The Hearts opened up, they played the forward players, so we got ahead in the midfield because they had forward players, and it just meant that we were always getting through in their goal. Fair shout, Barry. Southside?
Aye.
Mr. Mate, they're wanting to get the tunes on, mate, and get some cultural music on, so I'm going to go, right? And I'll catch up with you later on, alright?
Yes. Enjoy your safe journey.
Take Barry's point, Stevie. Aye, they opened up and we just destroyed them.
Yep, and what he was saying there was everybody, we've signed a couple of players. I think a lot of the players, especially the midfield tonight, looked a lot more hungrier. Their movement was better. Their fitness levels looked a lot better. And that possibly because Cantwell and the boy Raskin's been signed, they're saying, I want to Stein's team. It might be a wee boost that they all needed. So I could probably agree with that, what the caller was saying there. But, and I saved Johnny on the bells the way home. They're just all mad. They're all enjoying themselves, quite rightly so.
I think there will be people frustrated, Barry, because what we'll be saying is, right, okay, we know we've got that in us and we play with an excellent side, but where was it 2 months ago? And it's too easy just to blame the manager, you know.
I mean, obviously, I've seen a lot of interviews this week, and a lot of players have been talking about the training, how it's it's a lot, the tempos are a lot higher, and it's a fitness. I think fitness was a big thing when Gio was there. I don't think we were quite up to it. It's what we are now, and I knew it was going to come eventually. Like, it was going to click, and as soon as a team that was wanting to come out and prove themselves against us have a go, I just thought we would open them up. And as I say, Alfie's he's just getting fitter every game, and you know what he can do. So, I mean, it was great to watch.
I'll take you to my fitness expert, Stevie.
I'll need to watch my time for my show. The show here finishes. I've got yoga in the morning. No, listen. Gio probably played to keep. He had a different system. His philosophy was probably keep the ball and just keep it moving. With Michael Beale, for me, it's all high energy stuff, you know, and you can see the difference. There's no two ways about it. Absolutely no two ways about it. The energy levels are right, and it does that. Don't get me wrong. When you win games, it breeds confidence. When you get confidence, it brings that swagger. And I could see a bit of swagger off Rangers tonight, and I could see us getting back to where we really should have been for the start of the season. And I can't believe it was only 3-0. I mean, the saves, the keeper, the Woodward, the goals, unreal. I've
got to be honest with you. You know how you say, oh, that could have been double figures. We're not exaggerating tonight, Robert.
Oh, no, listen, and see the one moment in the game, guys, and my memory's got a wee bit, because I've had a couple of halves tonight, right? But see that bit of play right before half-time? The build-up was unbelievable, and I thought I was watching like an Arsenal team with Terry Henry and that. Do you remember the one, I think it was the 45th minute, and what a build-up, and we were unlucky not to score, and I thought to myself, that's the Rangers I want to watch. I'm telling you.
Robert, what about the run for big Golson?
He was unbelievable. See, Big Golson, can I say something? And Rangers fans criticised him about his wage and what he wanted to leave the club and all that. See, Big Connor Golson, I'm sorry. Big Connor Golson is brilliant. He's brilliant. See that pass for the third goal? See that Van Dijk or a world-class players who cost £100 million to that pass? Oh, they're all getting cheered on. Big Golson was unbelievable. But I'm sorry, I've got to go and see my Rangers tonight. My Rangers were outstanding. They closed down everybody to the first minute to the night. And there's wee lulls in the game when you don't quite do what you've been doing to the start of the game. But see that team tonight, Austria, you cannot criticise that team. And we've all come on your show, and we've all come on here and we've criticised. But see tonight, you cannot criticise that team. You can say, oh, we should have scored 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 goals. But that's not the way football works. It doesn't work. You're going to miss chances. You know what I mean? But see that team tonight, and I'll tell you once again, Glenn Kamara, people slag him, 50 grand Glenn Kamara, I'll tell you tonight, that guy was outstanding.
I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to hear for the manager, and then we're going to come on, we're going to hear for somebody who doesn't like Glenn Kamara. I'll leave it at that. Let's hear, if you don't mind, Barry, put your phone on mute. We're going to hear from your manager, Michael.
Aye, sound, no problem.
Really happy with the performance. I thought it was going to be a really tough game. I thought we had to be at it from the first whistle, and I thought we were. We scored 3 very good goals. We missed some big chances as well, but I thought we was the dominant team against a good Hearts side that have been riding high, and the fans were up and everything. So it needed to be a good performance, and it was.
First half in particular, you were cutting through Hearts almost at will. Was that because of how you prepared for the game, or how you adapted to how Hearts came into it? Because they went with quite an offensive lineup today.
They did. It surprised me a little bit when I saw the team, and I was wondering a little bit how they were going to set up. We got our press really good today. I thought Ryan Kent did a good job around Snodgrass, and then we won the ball in interesting areas quite a bit and broke on their back three. And at times we were a little bit wasteful, and I was wondering if it was going to be one of those nights where missed opportunities. I thought Xander Clark had a really good game as well. I thought the officials got everything right, so I know a lot went to VAR. We scored a couple of others that were offside, but that was rightly so. But I thought we looked dangerous all night, and we run behind, and we showed good energy in the game. The fact that Hearts came for us obviously gave us a little bit more space to run into than maybe we usually get.
You mentioned you thought that the officials got all the decisions right. In terms of the Ryan Kent yellow for simulation, then is that something you speak to him about?
No, I haven't seen it from the other angle, but if they've seen it on VAR, I thought at the time Ryan thinks contact's going to come. I haven't seen it back, if I'm honest, but if he has, then it's a yellow card, no problem.
Malik Tillman's performance, week on week, he's starting to add more of an influence to his game. He's improving his numbers. I know you said there was plenty of time to sort of sit down and look at his situation, but are you edging towards trying to retain him?
I think it's clear what I want. The boy's playing very well. He's played in every game since I came to the club. He's a very strong player for a 20-year-old in this league, and I've sort of given him a lot of discipline playing in the midfield and breaking out, but he gives us an extra goal scorer from there, and I think he's a very interesting young player that's got a really high ceiling, and we definitely want him here at Rangers longer term.
Because how does that move forward then? Is that a case you go to the board and say, I want him to stay, and then he stays because there is a deal in place?
Yeah, we're all on the same page with that, so it just has to be activated at a certain time, and there's got to be the right things that got to be spoken about between the people above me and Bayern Munich. He's their player at this moment in time, but I think the way he's adapted to the ideas I've given him. Even before I came in, he scored some really important goals for the club in Europe in the summer to qualify for the Champions League, and since I've been here, he's been fantastic. There's areas on his game he needs to work on, but what an exciting player for me and my staff to come in and work with every day.
But with the option there, if the money's there, you want him, the deal happens basically?
I think so, yes. Really happy with it.
Right, thanks for that. Thanks for that. Aye, he's always very honest, Michael Beale, Stevie, yeah?
Aye, he's no half, mate. He sums everything up perfectly for me. You know, he talks about Tilton, man. We need to get the boy moved down. He's what a football brain, what feet he's got. He squeezes balls through. I mean, that run he done to the byline and he cut that back. I mean, the body he cut back was just sublime, you know. Absolutely fantastic, you know. But
here he comes, Mister. I don't like Alfie. I don't like Kamara. Who else is there? Guess who? How we do, Andy boy? You enjoy that?
That was absolutely brilliant. That was absolutely brilliant tonight. Listen, every one of them got a man of the match for me, and I thought they were brilliant. Sometimes when you're just watching the Rangers, when they played like that over the years we've watched them, you know within 5 or 10 minutes that nobody's touching them when they've got that kind of heat on. You know, I thought they were fantastic. The way they shut down, hunted impacts, movement was good all the way through the game. Could have been massive score, but like anybody that complains about that, so off the rocker, you know. I mean, I don't know what you're talking about myself, you know. That must be another Andy.
Andy, what about the Scouse boy? The Scouse boy, right?
Oh, I actually thought he played really, really well. Actually, but that's where you get him, though. If you have him further up the pack, winning it and driving the team on, it's two different Lundströms, isn't it? Let's be honest.
He looked fitter. Andy. He just looked fitter, no? The whole team looked fitter.
I think the fact that he's up the training and all that, you get people running about faster, more movement, and you're in your training, then that obviously comes out on match day, and he gets them in. They were undertrained, whether we like the manager or we didn't, the last one. They were undertrained, that was obvious. I think Arsenal actually asked Gio up the training for him, so you're seeing the benefits. And we play like that against the Filth in the final, game on.
All right, I'm going to go to Barry and then I'll get to Robert because we've got some more callers want to come in and we'll be finished. Big Stevie's got his bed to go to for his beauty sleep. Last point, Barry, great call. You come on. Anytime. Use your last point, yeah?
My last point, I'll just go for Lundstrom, so seeing we're talking about just now.
Yeah.
I think Lundstrom's a bit like Golson to me when he's not there. Like everybody complained about Golson, but as soon as he wasn't there, a lot of people were, eating their words. Lundstrom was the only fit, and this was obviously Michael Beale's words. He was the only fit midfielder we had, and he was taking drags. Last maybe 6 or 7 games, I think he had a wee break there, and I think that's him when he comes back and he's fully fit. I think that's what you get. I mean, I think we're very quick at forgetting what these players doing, what they've got. So, yep.
You set the standard. Barry,
totally,
you do us a favour, mate. You call on our show. You're a great caller, mate.
Aye,
anytime, mate. We enjoyed you.
No bother. I'll just keep my old man. My old man's all willing the ref, so I'm just keeping him off it.
I obviously take your brains off your maw.
Aye, the left of nothing.
Robert,
no problem at all, guys.
Good to hear you, Barry. Last point, Robert.
Okay, I'll finish off tonight and say, what a performance of the Glasgow Rangers. Glenn Kamara, to me, outstanding, but I could have picked another 6 or 7. But I'm going to finish off my call tonight. And the unsung heroes tonight, and I'm going to pick out 2 because we all criticise the 2 of them. Glenn Kamara and Ryan Kent, outstanding. Well done to the 2 of them. And I'll say, Oxshare, thank you very much for taking my call. Do you know what? I just love the Glasgow Rangers. We are the people. Good night.
I'll say it again. When he gets out of his shyness, Stevie will be a good caller.
One of the best. Passionate.
Barry's right.
Barry gives it his all.
Aye. Would you take a Barry's point about Lundstrom?
Aye, 100%. Aye. Yeah, the man was playing with an injury, you know what I mean? And he was getting injections apparently, and listen, we are too quick to judge sometimes. See what goes on behind closed doors and at training and stuff that goes on. You know what I mean? Lundstrom tonight looked as fit as a fiddle. Whether that's a case of Raskins come in and Cantwell and he's maybe saying, no, I need to up my game, I don't know. Or is it, has he got early injury a wee bit? But, I really couldn't put my finger on it. But what can't speak to, the man was outstanding. We watched it. He was outstanding. He was cleaning up, sweeping up, cleaning up all the loose balls. He looked fitter. His movement was good. His passing was good. You can't fault that, And Robert's totally right before he went. He could come on here tonight and talk about in that performance. That was top class. And you heard what the away fans thought. The guys that paid the money to go there, probably the best part of 30.
Right, I'll cut across you. We've been joined by Smurf.
How are we doing, troops? Great performance. I thought Kamara was man of the match for the second game in a row. I thought we were going to turn over St Johnstone maybe 4-0. I thought they had that performance in them, although at least Hearts came out and have a goal, and that opened them up a bit. But I felt that was coming, and it's revelation. They just look fitter, hungry, organised, know what they're doing. The high press, which was a trademark under Gerrard, which they were used to, the majority of that squad. The guys just are playing a familiar brand of football to them, and they're fitter, and it shows. Glenn Kamara's, it's like a new signing. It's changed, just a complete different dynamic for the guy. And you can see that in Barisic as well. He's playing with more confidence. When he's with a Glenn Kamara that's playing in that kind of form, he's a different player as well. And, more confident. And if we'd have been playing like that for the beginning of the season, it would be a very, very, very different league picture.
I couldn't agree more. And I get people will be frustrated about that, and that's up for debate. But this is about just that performance, and you're right.
Oh,
It was excellent, mate. Yeah.
Aye, outstanding. And just a wee thing when Buff scored his second goal, and he gestured to the crowd. You know, I just wonder if he's going to sign a contract. You know, if we can get his fitness is improving. He's got a couple of goals a night, and if we can get the old Alfie back, who knows if he's going to sign or no. I was certainly for him, you know, parting ways, but maybe he could make his equal words. Who knows? I don't know. But no, I'm going to love and leave these guys. I'm sure there's other people want to call in and whatever, but what a performance! And aye, I'm a happy boy. Anyway, take it easy. Good night.
Cheers, Smurf. You can feel the happiness in everybody's voice, Andy. You know, listen, we criticise, and sometimes rightly so, you know what I mean? Yeah. You know, but you've got to say that was a great team performance tonight.
Yeah, well, look, we play like that, or we try to play like that, and if it don't go your way, you're never going to complain. I only want my clubs because we want my team to do really well, like everybody else. Like, you know, I mean, I try to be as honest as them. If I don't think we play well, I'll say so. But on tonight, if we play like that, the future's good. You know, he'll add more players. The training, I think, is a big part of it. I think he's got the right in the mind on the training field, and it's starting to show now. You know what I mean? You can't knock that. Anybody that's knocking that is, well, you know what I mean?
Welcome to BT Mobile.
But, you know, that was so encouraging, the way that they just set about it. We said earlier on, didn't we, that we think Bill can be open at times. Well, he went out there and he says, well, they're up for it, and we certainly are. We're going there to sort it, and by God, did they sort it. So, well done, Mr. Bill. That was some performance, that, like you say. It could have been a cricket score, couldn't it? You know, if we could just, if the two, Morales and Sassin could just read that off time and just hold back a wee bit, I think we could have been on the end of a massive scoreline there tonight. But, you know, I'm not complaining. Like, it's good that, and it's going forward. Should come out with good confidence. I think the two players that's come in has also made a couple of players in the side think about it, you know. So that can only be good for the team as well. He wants challenges to everybody's place. And what did he say? It's not your shirt, isn't it? Well, that's the right attitude, you know.
Well said. Right, I've got you the Scott Wright signed picture, so I'll get you the Glenn Kamara one next year.
Aye, brilliant. Absolutely fantastic. I always said that John Lunsford came good as well. But listen, if you've got other callers, I'll get away and listen to the rest of the show. But like I say, thanks for putting up with it.
You're all right, mate. You're all right.
All right, okay.
I think Barry's still with us. You still there, Barry?
I'm still here, right?
Right.
Listen. There's a wee factories that I just during the week. Since 2012, Rangers have spent on fees £50,000 on a midfielder until they bought the boy for Belgium. And
obviously we paid money for Cantwell as well there, didn't we? I just read the other day that Norris got rid of two players. Norris got rid of two players whose contracts were up. They brought in £1 million. Aye. 50,000 in midfield.
Right, we're doing the ball.
Wait a minute. No. What about Carlos Pena?
No, come on. Carlos Pena. He gave up the football.
He's coming back again. He's coming back out of retirement again, apparently.
Well, I'll go and watch him at Somerset Park, right next to me where I'm there. If he makes it there, then I'll go and watch him.
I forgot about him. We played a few bob by him, but you're right. Listen, but you're right about that midfield, and even Cantwell, I believe, well, he's obviously approximately £500,000. And by the way, I know it was only a cameo, and you seen him, the physical side of the game. I was worried about that. I'm saying to myself, we signed the boy, he's got ability. How's he going to get on? Doesn't it bother him, does it, Stevie?
Definitely no. Can I just say something else? I was wanting to come in, yes. I think Murph at my zone. I think it was very important to underline what Smurf was saying, and I hope the Bears are all listening. He said that everybody realises what their job is now under Beale. Every Rangers player knows what their job is supposed to be now. The way they were closing down, hunting in packs at the start of that game, the way they were moving the ball and what's happening, it's all coming together. It's slowly but surely snowballing and all coming together. But the most important thing is the players know what they're doing now under Beale. They know what job they are. And I don't think they had that under Gio. And I think that was very important. And Smurf touched on that. And I thought it was a great call and a great point that he brought up. But it's just what's happening. I forgot about what was the question you asked me there, but I just wanted to bring that up about the Smurf when Smurf was on. I thought it was very important to bring that up again.
What was the point that Barry made about the midfield? We've hardly spent a penny on it, mate.
But hardly spent, we all know that, 50 grand. We've had freebies in the midfield. We've had cross-border fees of 250,000, was it, for Aribo and stuff like that, you know. And we're paid next to nothing. We've actually paid hee-haw. And it's about time we spent a wee bit in the midfield now. We need it. We need it. And that mean the players up there a wee kick up the backside that they need to.
All right. If you want to join us, give us a phone 0141 356 1972. A couple of the calls, we can't get them back in. They're not answering, but you're welcome to come and join us in the last 20 minutes of the show. Andy, I've also a wee bit an unsung hero on that team. Ben Davies. I know he's no a guy who dominates, but he keeps it simple and he's effective.
Yeah, well, I said I was a bit, you know. I shouldn't have said that, but he seems to be growing into that position. I thought he got caught out a couple of times, but the last couple of games he just seems to be strolling through it, doesn't he? So, you know, I'm trying. I really am. I'm on a course next week to try and not jumping after watching him once. But no, look, I mean, I'll tell you what I did notice. I know, you know, when they got for the bye kicks and all that. Golston and Davis, they're always championing each other's ear and all that. So they look like they're becoming friendly as well. Off the party, if you get what I mean. And if you get to trust somebody like that, you know, then it could benefit us as well. But they do seem to be together whenever there's a corner put in or anything like that. I know it's that tonight, you know. So, yeah, I think Davis, it could be all right, him. You know, and then if Suter gets fit, you've got somebody backing him up. You know, I think, look, I'm absolutely delighted, like, you know, I mean, just to see us go out and play like that, you know, I mean, that reminded me of the odd days when we went there. As we said earlier on, didn't we? We usually go there and batter them, or it's a tight game. Well, they were blowing out their ass after 10 minutes. They were never touching us. And that was fantastic. And the way we wanted to keep going, that was brilliant. The thing on Cantwell, you said, did that to us Shugs before the show started. See there, 2 or 3 big kicks on him, right? He just jumped straight back up and still wanted the ball. That's very encouraging, you know, for only his second game in Scotland.
There's breaking news in Scottish football. Some Man supporters are calling for their manager's head because they only beat Aberdeen 2-1.
3-1.
What was it? 3-1, sorry.
They scored another in the 90th minute. You dancer!
The Crowley gets sent off.
Oh, did he?
Aye, he got straight to the head for elbowing somebody in the kisser. Aye, oh, it's fantastic, isn't it? Oh, I hate one lot, it's them, it's magic.
On you go, Andy, on you go, mate.
Yeah, our Shug said that the Sheep would struggle right at the start of the season. He said, I just see something, he said, they'll just collapse. And he got it right, and he got it kind of right, what he said. And he also says we won the League Cup, so I hope the hell he's right. Oh, he's on a run, so that'll do me. But we're not bothered about Aberdeen, are we? We're bothered about we are, and I'll think on that. Surely if you don't get confidence off of that. And every game we win, you've got to get confidence. You know, when you're winning, you're happy. You go about your job properly. You get stuck in, and you want to keep that run going. And just keep going like that. And what we're doing on Saturday, I don't like the double what they scored tonight, because somewhere around the corner with all 8 chances, somebody's got to take one. They've got to, because that's all that happens in football, doesn't it? But you can't knock it. Well done, Mr. Beale. I can't speak highly enough of him. That's just fantastic what he's doing there. To turn that team around. When we went into the World Cup, and we were, oh dearie me, what we're coming back to. So if somebody had told us we'd have been sat here and we'd not lost a game, I don't think anybody believed it. So, yeah, keep it going, Rangers. Very happy, man. Right, the only trouble is that you're going to have an happy Andy all the time now. You'll not be able to pick on me. Can't play with that.
Don't worry about it, Andy. I'm sure we'll find something.
Oh, listen, yeah, I know.
But aye, listen, mate. You only say what you feel. That's it's all about opinions, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it's all about.
We all want the same thing, don't we? We all want the same thing at the end of the day, and that's what it's about.
Everybody sees a game of football slightly different, Barry. Yeah.
100%. I mean, there's nothing. I mean, look at our European runs. As soon as a team comes out and has a go at us, that's our game. It has been for the last few seasons. Good at that, and I think that was a prime example tonight. Hearts thought they could have a go. They've been doing all right. They conceded a goal in 3 games or something along the lines. But that suits us. That really suits us. And it was ideal tonight. So it was good. As I say, it could easily been 5-0 at half time, which is I'm happy with that.
Aye, I think everybody will be happy, Stevie.
Aye, 100%. I mean, before a ball was kicked tonight, you're saying Tynecastle, Crowden Tapie, tough place to go. There'll be a few meaty challenges. They've won 10 games, they bounced, they're up for it. I'd have took 1-0 before a ball was kicked, but geez, as the caller said, Barry said there, man, it should be 5-0 at half time. You know, it was absolutely brilliant. It was good to see a bit of swagger back in the team, and that's how you beat a team there. The closing down, the movement after the ball, all the simple things, you know, that sometimes they struggle with, passing 10-yard passes out the park and stuff. Nene was the other night. They played with a bit of confidence and swagger, and that's down to the whole lot of them. That's down to your management team, what they're doing in the training ground. It's snowballing and coming to fruition. It's absolutely fantastic. And I'm a happy bell, and just let you tell that, man. I'm absolutely delighted with the team. Delighted.
Michael Beale must think it's easy, yeah? Andy.
He's your character, isn't he? I think he'll become very popular. I mean, all right, we'll have more bumps in the road, but you can see what he's trying to do, and you can also see that he's got Rangers at heart. I think we're fortunate that he was there under Gerrard, and he got it pretty quickly, and he's certainly got it renewed. But the difference is it's his team, and he will do it his way, and long may it continue. As I say, I thought he came too early, but when it wins too early or wins too late, look, he's the new manager now, and what we're seeing out of him is definitely getting a reaction from the players that we've got there. I know we know they've changed, but look, the 2 good players. Cantwell looks good. To see the Belgian boy, but I mean, he looks like he's got something about him, and that can only be good. And when he gets his strikers and players, because we will have to do whichever way, whether we like it or not. This team went undefeated to the end of the season. A lot of them's out of contract, so there will be new faces. And as Olber says, and he's right, we've got to start evolving and bringing players that are up of an higher level and take us to where we need to be. And I'm pretty sure, well, I won't say pretty, I hope that we get to where he wants to take us, because he talks highly about it, so you can't knock that.
Too early, too late. You'll need to discuss that with Mrs. Andy Felix. That's a question I can't answer.
Well, I could tell you a story about that before the show, and I was happy, but I'll keep it to myself.
Whoa.
But there's a guy in the night, and he has had a lot of criticism at times, and I don't think he was particularly great on Saturday, if I'm being honest. There was times in that game he looked at a guy who had a bit of confidence. Borna Barisic. Stevie?
Yep, 100%. Looked fitter, looked confident, looked to take on. How many times did he try and take his man on tonight? And how many normally just stop, pass it back, and then try and make a wee run? But tonight he was trying to take a man on, and he dropped his shoulder a few times and get the ball. Listen, every one of them looked as if they had a bit of swagger on them tonight. They're winning, and it's breeding confidence. Beale's breeding confidence into them again. his man management must be absolutely second to none, you know. And the boys Smurf touched on something for me. They all know what their roles are now. They all know what they're doing now, what their jobs is. They're all, every single one of them's known now what he's Bill's looking for. He's got them playing like a team again, no individuals. And they all look as if individually they've got some bit of swagger. On that part of the night, I just seen a different Rangers, and I'm excited. My juices are flowing now. You know, when you're seeing a wee bit of better football and you're putting away teams like Hearts, third team in the league like that. Could have been 13, 14, nothing. I thought they were trying to get up to Cantwell's jersey, 13, nothing.
I'm going to tell you, seeing Saturday, I'd play Kamara as a sit-in and bring back Cantwell for the start, and I'd give Jack and Lundstrom a rest again. I'd play with one sitter. Ibrox against Ross County. I would have Sakawa, Kent, Tillman, Cantwell, and Morelos.
What about my man Raskin? Is he getting a permit? Is he
but he'll go on. Yeah.
I'm just thinking, see with Barisic, did you know the best boy fit in was to that boy's coupon right in the corner towards the end? I thought that was a good ball.
See when you see the first goal again, when Morelos scores, watch the wee Hearts boy in the crowd applauding. There's two of them sitting right in the front row. I'm not sure if they're in the wheelchair section or the front row of the stand. They're going nuts when Morelos scores, clapping it, cheering the goal. Anyway, Fox has joined us. How are we doing, Foxy boy? Oh, come on, Fox.
Oh.
Good evening.
Oh,
all right, mate.
Oh.
Go on then.
That was a marvellous performance to watch for any Bears that watched that game tonight. I thought that from the very start, the front four pressing, closing players down, the variety in passing, direct sometimes for the back for Goldson and Davies. The wing play of both fullbacks was tremendous, and the ball passing was excellent as well. Wee touches to the side to lay on a ball for the driving midfielders coming through. The terrific wall pass from Morelos to John Lundstrom and a terrific strike. What a goal that would have been. Terrific save by the goalkeeper.
Yeah.
But all round, if that's the style Michael Beale is going to treat us to, mate, I think we'll all be happy at the end of the season. The thing is now, can we keep playing like that?
Aye, well, we've got Ross County on Saturday, mate, and I've just said, and I'm sure we'll debate it in the next couple of nights, but you're right, everybody will be happy. Did you say best performance of the season?
Oh, without a doubt. Best 90 minutes we've played for a long, long time.
I would say it's my best performance since Eindhoven away, mate. There you go.
Yeah, probably agree with that. I just think that you can see confidence in that display oozing out the players. The room they found, none of this backward passing, moving into space, collecting the ball, playing it straight away, caused Hearts problems all night. And that was a side who I think we're going for undefeated for 10 games. We ended that run the night, and as though we just batted away a fly. We were tremendous.
Batted away a fly. Brilliant.
Have you still got your fly zapper, Fox?
Sorry, what was that?
Your fly zapper.
Fly zapper? I looked down there at my trousers in case I was on camera there. You know what it's like when you're getting old, mate? There's things you forget about.
That's your budgie.
It's a terrible thing looking down on the unemployed, mate. That's all I can say.
Right, so you're happy. Man of the match, Fox. Man of the match.
Glenn Kamara, closely followed by Borna Barisic, I thought, tonight.
Oh, Borna. Up there is number 2. Stevie?
Aye, it's Glenn Kamara for me, aye. And I'm going to give it a wee Alf because I thought his kind of movement, it was good. Just getting caught offside a couple of times. Apart from that, I thought wee Alf was great. Aye.
And by the way, that was a great goal he scored. I know he was offside and it went to Sakala and he put it across. Great ball with Sakala and a good goal, yeah. You know, it was just his initial move, he was offside.
Aye.
What about our manager? The class of the guy. Officials got it right, no problem, we move on, yeah? You know, there's no playing for the everything's a this, that and the next thing and try to score cheap points, yeah?
Well, there's one thing I would say. What they'll be talking about tomorrow in the press is Connor Goldson. Was it a penalty? That's what we'll be getting. The Rangers players will be rated at 6s with the odd 7 instead of 9s and 10s, because that's the way the press are up here, as we all know.
We know what they're doing. We know what they're doing.
Propaganda.
Last word of the night for Barry boy?
Well, my last word is, what I'll say is, with the Goldson penalty, if it was a penalty, McGregor might have saved it. And if they hadn't scored it, it's still been a 3-1. So, get it up them.
Couldn't have put it better myself. Andy?
Look, absolutely fantastic. 2 shows, enjoyed them. Absolutely. Team brilliant. Onwards and upwards, as Blue Star says.
Yes.
Foxy boy.
Good night and thank you.
Oh, short and sweet. Stevie.
Brilliant show. Thanks for having me, mate. I prefer to be at the game, no disrespect in that. I prefer to be there. But listen, I'm pleased for the away support. I'm pleased for the manager, the background staff, and well done, boys. What a performance. 10 out of 10 tonight. And let's long may it continue. Let's hope it snowballs.
Can I thank all the callers tonight? Robert. Who else did I miss? Robert. Well, a few. Not Robert. Barry. Andy Philly. Yeah. Did I miss anybody out? Smurf, of course. The one and only Smurf. And of course, great to hear from Fox. Southside and your good self, Big Stevie. Also, it's always good to have Andy Philly. So he takes it power and he takes it well. Thanks for listening. Enjoy your evening, everybody. This has been Rangers Radio. We'll be back tomorrow night between 8 and 10 talking of all things Rangers. And thanks to Old School Blue and Fox, who always put the show together. Take it away, my mucker, Old School Blue.
We support the Glasgow Rangers, do not Ibrox is the place, and we will follow in the championship race. Yes, it's true, the boys in blue are just magic on the ball. The Glasgow Rangers football team's the greatest team of all. It's true, the magic boys in blue are the best team in the land. You've got to queue and govern to get a ticket for the stand. Yes, it's true, the boys in blue are just magic on the ball. The Glasgow Rangers football team's the greatest team of all. We've spent a lot of money on great players, yes, that's true. But the Rangers fans deserve the best from the boys in royal blue. Yes, it's true, the boys in blue are just magic on the ball. The Glasgow Rangers football team's the greatest team of all. Ago the story, it was dismal, full of gloom. Now we're building an extension for the Ibrox trophy room. Yes, it's true, the boys in blue are just magic on the ball. The Glasgow Rangers football team's the greatest team of all. In Europe we'll be travelling by land and sea and plane. The teddy bears have got the bears and we're on the march again. Yes, it's true, the boys in blue have just magic on the ball. The Glasgow Rangers football team's the greatest team of all. Yes, it's true, the boys in blue have just magic on the ball. The Glasgow Rangers football team's the greatest team of all. Yes, it's true, the boys in blue have just magic on the ball. The Glasgow Rangers football team's the greatest team of all. Yes, it's true, the boys in blue have just magic on the ball.